Hey, what's up guys? My name is Anand and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about digital marketing strategies that you can implement in 2021. So let's get started. The first strategy I want to share is regarding featured snippet. Now, if you look at this trend of uh, the results that you get to see on Google ending up with 0 clicks, that's increasing year over year. These are the results that you see on Google that does not get any click. And I'm going to share a snapshot of what I mean in the next slide. But basically, as you can see, more and more results that you see on Google, they do not end up being clicked because the searcher's intent is satisfied by the result, and Google is doing a phenomenal job in answering what the user is asking for. A very simple example is what is BMI, what is body mass index, or um, how long how long does it take to fly from New York to California, or what's the conversion rate of euros to USD. These are all simple questions, but Google has gotten more complex and it can extract paragraphs from a website and it can display that answer on the search engine results page, and then for the user they're like, I got my answer, why do I need to now click on that website and read that 50-page article or 500 word blog? You know what I mean? So my point is, aim for featured snippet. I apologize, aim for featured snippet. With that being said, this is a snapshot I wanted to share, which is you have your search engine results page on the left side and the actual SERP, how it looks like. But it basically, when you look at the format, the top three links are paid links, and then you have organic links at the bottom. But if you look at an example like how to start a website, you have add, and then this is what I mean by featured snippet, where Google is extracting the answer from a website and it's displaying you in a list format, and then you have your organic result. Now, if you are proud of ranking for a keyword like this on the first page of Google and at the position number 1, I mean, it's not good, because it's not good enough. That's what I mean, because most of them is being taken care by the ads, and then if the user intent is satisfied over here, nobody's going to click on your website link even if you're on page 1. Now, that's not necessarily true for all the keywords, so that's why I'm saying that aim for featured snippet, because that is going to take a lot of market share. Now, the next tip I want to share is focus on EAT. EAT stands for expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthy. And I have a separate video on that, but basically what I'm saying is every single content that you publish moving forward, it needs to match or satisfy the searcher's intent. You need to optimize your content in such a way that you are specific, to the point, and it is well packed with research and insights, facts, and data. Go above and beyond by providing additional analysis than your competitors. It's very important because you need to make sure that your content is standing apart from your competitors, and you do a good job in doing that. Use a mixture of audio, images, videos, and text-based content so that you can increase your dwell time. The trustworthiness and the authoritativeness part comes from the fact that you, as the author of the website, or you as the publisher, you are reputed, you know what you talk about, and the information that you present is well researched and it's backed by data. That is what I mean by EAT, and basically this is coming from Google's guidelines or search guidelines, and this is going to be an important factor in ranking. So if you have a brand and if you have a lot of good, well-renowned writers publishing good content, you don't have to worry about it, because it's all about brand and it's all about that expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthy. All right, the next tip I want to share is um, improving UX signals. And what I mean by that is adding more interactions and videos on your content on your website. It can be in the form of quizzes, open-ended questions, surveys, contest polls, calculator widgets, tools, etc. Now, just by publishing a nice blog that is well researched is not good enough, because every single brand does that. How can you stand apart? How can you build a calculator? How can you add tools that will, help them to spend more time? Like, for example, HubSpot has built a buyer persona tool that is going to take in like multiple questions, and it will spit out a nice format of how a buyer persona looks like. Tools like that is going to be super useful. In the digital marketing space, it can be tools like conversion rate calculator, it can be digital ad campaign calculator, return on investment calculator. In the pharmaceutical space, actually I don't know much about that space, but something can be like the impact of drug X on the population, and just making it up. But calculators, tools, widgets, these are the kind of things that will make your content stand apart. And you can embed them on the content itself. You can even embed a video. My point is, try to increase the dwell time so that people can spend more time, and it gives good UX signals to the Google. The next tip I want to share is adding chatbots. I mean, this is coming again and again, but I just want to mention it out there because it is true. More and more people want to get their questions answered quickly. So content discovery is a good way to utilize chatbot. You can answer questions, obviously. You can even provide one-to-one support, customer service, e-commerce. These are all the applications of chatbot, and it's going to grow because there are many good tools out there that can build a chatbot very, very quickly. So try to implement this in on your website so that you can make sure that you're automating certain parts of your business. Um, in terms of social media, one digital strategy I think I want to mention over here is short form videos. It is obviously becoming the king of social, and if you can make sure that the short form videos that you create has a good customer research and strategy and creativity behind it, you can actually increase your brand awareness and your reach at an exponential rate. And the beauty of that is you can now start building an audience who are engaging with your content, and then you can retarget them with ads. That's the whole point of this top of the funnel social media short form videos. It's not about that fancy impression metrics. It's not about that fancy view metrics. I'm sure you as a business care about conversions and revenue, but to do that, your top of the funnel needs to be strong. So short form videos help you to reach a wide audience, engage, be on top of your customer's mind. But then to bring them down the funnel, you can start building that retargeting audience, and then you can then retarget them with a traffic ad or a conversion ad, and make sure that they come back to your website, buy a product, fill out a form, whatever is your marketing objective. So short form videos on social media will be a good strategy to try out. Privacy policy, privacy protection, I think this is coming up again in 2021 for sure, because after GDPR there are many countries who are taking or who are paying attention towards customers' privacy policy. So make sure that you pay close attention, and you implement cookie consent policy. You implement proper way of capturing their data, storing their data, processing their data. Otherwise, if something goes wrong, and if someone has to ask you to delete their information, and if you don't have the protocols to delete or wipe out that data completely from your database, you might get into trouble. On the other hand, if you store cookies without someone's consent, again, you are in trouble. If you send an email without their consent, you are in trouble. So make sure that you have those mechanisms in place, because GDPR, California CCPA, Brazil has launched its own privacy policy. I'm sure Canada has one. So there are many countries who are getting into this. It's going to be hard for digital marketers to retarget, to send emails, but there is always a creative way around it. But to do that, you have to have a strong privacy policy and cookie management protocols for your company. Uh, Finally, I want to make sure that you, as a brand, as a digital marketer, as a business owner, whoever my audience is, make sure that you use marketing automation, because the point here is to save time, save your time, and focus on the creative, strategic aspect rather than the day-to-day administrative aspect. I'm sure you wanna focus on that big high-level stuff that generates revenue for your business. And one good way to do that is marketing automation. So what I mean is, a typical customer journey has multiple touch points across multiple devices. If you use manual way of tracking those metrics, it's going to be very time consuming. Using a tool, using a marketing automation tool will pull in data from multiple sources, and you can crunch that information, crunch those numbers to make better decisions. Marketing automation tracks all user activity from multiple different channels in one place. It enables you to have sophisticated attribution models and calculate ROI. There can be many different attribution models, like last click, first click. You can do multiple different things, but the point is to make sure that you track which channels is generating maximum revenue for you, and then invest your budget accordingly. And then finally, marketing automation tool will allow marketers to better convert their leads, because you can implement email drip campaigns, lead nurturing campaigns, and then generate personalized content and track results. So those are the couple of important digital marketing strategies that I want to share and that you can implement in 2021. With that being said, if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section, and I will see you next time. Thanks, guys.